Hey fam, my name is James R. Dixon, and I'm the producing artistic director for Blackout, presented by the Fuse Theater Ensemble and Outright Theater Festival. I just wanted to take a moment to thank you for showing up. I mean, you totally showed up for the event, but more importantly, you are showing up for Black love, Black joy, Black abundance, Black resistance, Black liberation, Black bodies, and all of the gender fluidity and queerness in between. The past year has been so hard for many of us, and now more than ever, it is important that we tell our own stories. So I am petitioning others to answer this call by prioritizing the voices, the safety, the needs, and the creative endeavors of Black, Indigenous, and other melanated communities. This happens on your board of directors, in your audiences, within your donor base, and at the voting polls, and in the streets. It also happens alongside us here at Blackout. If you weren't ready before, this is your grand opportunity to get ready because time is up. This is only the beginning, and we are rooted in our purpose. If you have any questions about future programming, collaborations, or ways to support, please feel free to email us at fusetheaterensemble@gmail.com. Enjoy, and welcome to the revolution.
The Children of Edgar and Nina, written by Jarrett McCreary. Author's note. This play at its core is about who we are when we are stripped down to nothing but heart, body, mind, and soul. It is about how we look at ourselves and others when there is no mask to protect ourselves, no destination to get to, and sometimes no divine question to answer. What happens when we just simply are, and how can we do such a thing together? To that effect, each aspect of the play should resemble the idea of stripping down. This piece, these characters, this world is magical realism, but the magic part is simply from within. Prologue. The lights come up on a studio apartment. There's barely anything decorative, just a bed, a dresser, a lamp, and a blank canvas on an easel for the audience to see. There is a pile of canvases in a corner. On the bed is Felix, stewing in his solitude. When the moment strikes, Felix rises from the bed, focused and determined, and turns the easel away to paint. The painting doesn't go his way, and soon he becomes so frustrated and full of rage that he paints violently until ultimately throwing the canvas across the floor. He stews in his head again for a moment, trying not to cry, and then goes into his pile of canvases. He pulls out one and places it on the easel, still away from the audience's view. As he dives in, scanning his work, Venus appears unseen. She begins to hum a somber song. The hum soon turns into singing, increasing in volume. She sings no words, just beautiful, sad notes. She continues until Felix gets frustrated again and picks up the brush. Before he can deface his painting, Venus grabs his wrist.
It's almost December. I can tell it's getting harder. I'm sorry.
Felix goes to exit.
Maybe we could go back.
Felix stops.
Maybe if we go back, you'll remember. If you remember, you'll feel better.
Felix turns the easel back around. It is a painting of Venus, and in it she is crying. Venus moves to the outer rim of the stage.
I just wish I could go back.
Scene 1. The street corner. Luc and Felix enter from opposite sides and go to pass each other, except
Hey, excuse me. I don't mean to bother you, but I've been trying to get up.
Sorry, I don't have any money.
But you didn't even let me finish.
I'm sorry, I'm just on my way to somewhere.
I've been shot.
What?
They were shooting around my block, and I don't know if I'm in shock or something, but I think one of them hit me.
Oh my God, we need to get you to a hospital. Where's the wound?
Well, it could be on my back, but since you're on your way somewhere, you wouldn't have seen it. And I would have died, gut spilling all out on the ground, all because you thought I was a crackhead asking for money so I could get more crack instead of letting me finish my sentence.
You're not actually shot.
Could be. Not like you care.
Goodbye.
Still ain't learned your lesson.
What lesson?
Lesson 1. Let people finish their question.
Fine. What did you want to ask me?
Good. As I was saying, hey, excuse me, I don't mean to bother you, but I've been trying to get downtown and I forgot the bus fare road. You got a quarter?
So you are asking for money.
Okay, nigga, I didn't ask for $200.
Don't call me a nigga.
What you think I'm a get crack or weed with 25 cents? You think I'm some kind of addict and I almost got enough money to get my next fix, but all I need to do now is beg some random nigga for a goddamn quarter?
Don't call me a nigga.
Fine. My apologies. I don't mean to offend you, monsieur. But I can hear the cacophony of coins in your trousers, so telling me that you don't have 25 cents would be quite the fabrication.
Are you trying to piss me off or are you just naturally good at it?
Motherfucker, ain't you got a sense of humor?
I only find funny things funny.
Oh, see, I find a lot of things funny. Like you okay with calling me calling you motherfucker, but nigga is off limits. Thought you had to be somewhere.
Shit.
You were taking the bus?
Not anymore, I guess.
Well, the train runs more times than the buses. You got a better chance at that.
Okay. I mean, thanks.
Go ahead. I can use the subway to get to the city too, so I can show you the way, if you cool with that.
Yeah, I guess that's fine.
I'm gonna need that quarter though.
Scene 2. The train station. Venus enters the space. She looks at the audience like she knows something they don't. She then straightens up and assumes her role of a random bystander waiting for the train. Luc enters, and she passes him quickly, knocking over his bag and spilling out his things, cigarettes, paper, a money clip, etc. She doesn't look back at Luc picking up his things with frustration, but before completely leaving the stage, she stops to take a deep breath.
February.
Felix enters and, seeing the mess, goes to help. He stops short and freezes when he realizes the familiar face. Felix doesn't touch a thing.
Hey, we've spoken before, right?
Hey, quarter man. How's it going in your world?
It's going fine, I guess.
Yes.
How about you? Did someone do this on purpose?
Nah, just people moving faster than what their eyes can see. Their destination is way more important than what they got going through to get it.
Luc finishes picking up his things.
Kind of like you a few weeks ago. Now you stopping to help strangers with their bags and shit.
Well, we're not exactly strangers. I've seen you around a couple times.
Yeah, you have, haven't you? You don't wave, though.
Was I supposed to?
Oh, you're not supposed to do anything. But manners are manners. You either got them or you don't, I guess.
Excuse me?
I'm just saying. Some people greet the elderly and smile at babies and shit, and some people just pass right by. Some people got sense, and some people don't.
And I don't.
See, now you making it personal.
How else can I make it?
I'm just telling you. I personally believe people who have manners wave to someone they know when he sees them.
Well, I personally think it's pretty rude to tell someone that they don't have manners, especially when that person just tried to help you.
But you didn't. You getting mad at all your friends this quick?
We're not friends.
Oh, fine. Not strangers, not friends, just somewhere in the middle. What could you be? My nigga? I forgot. You don't like that word, do you?
No, I don't.
Bah, je vous ai fait sourire.
But I made you smile.
You like being really, really strange, talking in secret languages and things like that.
Maybe. And maybe. Now you got like one more question because you sound like you're on the verge of insulting me.
I think I'm good.
You getting the train?
Yeah, I am. You?
Shut that off.
I guess I'll be seeing you around.
Yeah, I guess you will.
Scene 3. The train car. The lights change from day to night. Felix is on the train, lost in his thoughts. Venus makes the sound of the train doors opening as Luc steps inside. They don't pay attention to each other until Venus shoves Luc and sees Felix, long before Felix notices him.
What's up, quartermaster?
Oh, hey, didn't know you'd take the train this late at night.
I don't usually. I went to visit my friends down the way.
With your own quarter, I hope.
I got that covered, obviously. So what's got you on the train so late?
Nothing, I was just looking for work.
You mean all these weeks I've been seeing you on the train and you ain't been going to work?
Nope. I mean, I've had interviews and stuff, but nothing's come of them.
That's a shame. You try to run your school. I know sometimes them school jobs pay you next to nothing, but better than your parents paying for your life, right?
How did you know I go to school?
You forgot we live in the same neighborhood? It's not weird to catch you with your book bag and art supplies and shit. What else would you be doing?
Maybe selling that crack you're always talking about.
Hey, you being an art student, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I'm not actually an art student.
Then what are you trying to get into?
I'm. Why are you so interested?
Damn, it's called making conversation.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
It's cool, it's cool. Don't sweat it. Seriously. Don't seem like you had the best night.
No, I didn't. Hiring managers aren't really gung ho about the term flexible schedule. And no, my dad's not paying for my life, as fun as that sounds. I don't even like it that much, but English was supposed to be a chill major, papers and research that I can do anywhere. But that plus a job,
Plus that art thing.
yeah, that too. I, I guess it's just too much at once.
Felix looks away, almost as if he wants the conversation to be over. Luc stands over him.
Hand handling.
What?
Your new occupation. Now think it through. No hiring manager, no piss test.
Piss test.
Just out on the street painting to some soul music or better yet, some stuffy chamber shit. Work your magic for 30 seconds and bam, sellable product and an audience clapping at your talent.
How long have you thought about this?
Off the top of the dome. So of course I need some kind of manager fee.
Oh, I got a manager now? I don't even have any materials.
All right, motherfucker, bring down the negative. We got time for that later.
You know, I'm starting to not like being called that either.
Then why don't you tell me your real name? We live near each other. For the next few months at least, I'ma see you. I've been seeing you for months now, and since my nicknames don't suit your damn fancy, we might go into business together. Why don't you just tell me your name?
I'm Felix.
Nice to meet you, Felix. I'm Luke. See, this is where a normal person would say, nice to meet you, Luke.
Nice to meet you, Luke.
See, manners. You're learning bit by bit.
The moment lingers. The train stops.
Hey, Luke. Thank you for starting the conversation.
Do it.
What does that mean? That phrase you keep saying? I tried to look up other stuff, but spelling is kind of necessary when you're translating through.
It means you're welcome. It's French, you uncultured swine.
Scene 4. The apartment.
April.
It's raining. Felix is sitting, staring at his painting of Venus. There is a piece of paper in his hand he just can't seem to write on. A knock is heard at the door. Felix doesn't respond. A knock is heard again. Venus enters unseen and knocks too, making it louder so Felix can hear.
Hold on.
He opens it to reveal Luke, slightly wet from the storm outside.
Luke? Hey, what are you doing here?
Hey, Felix. You mind if I come in for a while?
You've never been to my apartment. How did you know where I live?
I had to ask around the block.
How did you get in the building?
I told someone I was a friend of Felix.
Who?
I don't fucking know. You got any more questions for me, or is this an inquisition over?
One more question. Why are your eyes so red? Have you been smoking?
That's 2 questions.
Have you been smoking?
No.
So you've been crying.
I've answered your question. Thank you in advance for your hospitality.
Dear end.
What'd you just say?
That thing you're always saying.
No. That thing I'm saying is French. Who knows what the fuck you just what came out of your mouth?
Luke.
Louis the 14th would be ashamed.
Luke.
Shit, I'm ashamed for him.
What happened? You came to find me. For like 3 months now, it's been passing each other, saying hi, maybe some small talk, and then going our separate ways.
3 months, huh?
But it's raging outside, and instead of going home, you track down my apartment. Clearly, you don't want to be by yourself. I didn't expect to be the person that you ran to, but you ran to me. Now you have to tell me what's going on. I'm not going to be kept in the dark in my own apartment. Look, I know you're not crazy or homeless. I'm cool with you. Just give me something.
You know, the second I saw you, I figured you was cool. You know, you tried to play it off and be like the rest of these ignorant folk that go to school and pretend like they don't live in this neighborhood. I knew you was different. It's the way you walk. You walk like you got somewhere to be, and at the same time, you walk slow as hell. I knew you was an artist. Even before I saw the easel and the brushes, you walk slow because you're taking everything in. You look at the world like an easel and you paint with your eyes. That's what made me speak to you. For some reason, I wanted to be in that picture you keep painting.
Luke gets lost in thought and the world around him. Felix's world.
Luke.
Let's see. We friends, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
And as my friend, you need to trust my word. I won't lie if you trust what I say. People only lie when they're afraid of the truth, but I'm not gonna lie to you. So, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I got into some shit tonight, and yeah, I ain't want to be alone, but I don't want to talk about it. I'm scared, man. Scared I'll cry some more. You gotta be satisfied with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Luke notices the painting.
You do this?
Yeah. I finished it like 4 months ago, but I don't know. Maybe it's not finished. It feels like something is missing. But with the price of brushes and paint being a lot higher than Chinese food on the corner, for now, this is it.
Mm. Mona Lisa wasn't finished either.
You continue to surprise me.
What's it called?
I think I like
Venus. Venus in the rain.
Venus. Venus in the rain.
Venus enters the space unseen.
She looks almost familiar.
Really? That's weird. I felt the same way when I finished.
Yeah.
Luke goes into his pocket and pulls out a wad of cash.
Here. Finish your work.
Luke, what the fuck?
A simple merci will do. Shit.
How much money is that?
Almost 700 bones.
That's insane.
That's yours. Take it.
Is that drug money?
No, fuck I look like.
I don't know. Luke, you don't just give someone that kind of money. You don't just get that kind of money. What the fuck is going on?
I'm your friend trying to help you pursue your damn dream. You don't just give someone this kind of money. That's why I'm giving it to you.
Are you in a gang?
The fuck?
Are you killing people for cash?
Hey, Felix, it stopped being funny like 2 felonies ago.
How did you get the money?
I can't tell you that.
Is it legal?
Me handing you free money? I think that's pretty legal.
Luke,
What, Felix? You want to be an artist, right? You want your paintings in galleries and shit, not wasting your time doing some boring ass essays or flipping burgers, right? Your art hanging on walls and some rich ass dudes. Then, well, I want to help you. I didn't get this money from drugs or killing somebody, and I ain't in no gang. So you get like one more question before I take this money and spend it on a lifetime supply of McDonald's fries because those burger flippers deserve a break.
last question. If you get in trouble, if this money gets you in trouble, will it come back to me?
No, I won't let it.
Venus begins to hum her somber song.
Mhm.
Even if I was trapped in all that crazy shit you describing, I'd never let it reach one of my friends. You got goals and dreams and shit, and I wouldn't do anything to squash that. I hope you can already see I ain't that type of dude. Even if you don't, though, I'm making a promise to you, and I don't even use the word promise unless I mean it. That
Felix hesitates, lost in thought, but he nods. Luke drops the money on Felix's bed.
you ever draw people before?
No, I haven't. Don't go to school for art, remember?
Well, draw me.
Seriously?
Yeah, I ain't got nothing to do tonight but chill with you. Plus, I said I was going to help you be an artist. There's more ways to do that than with cash. You wish you could go to school for it. So here's your makeshift class. Realism 101.
Makeshift. Realism?
You got one more time to bust on my vocabulary.
Whatever. Move into the light, subject.
Luke moves as Felix grabs his sketch pad.
So, what am I drawing exactly? Your whole body?
Yeah. The whole thing.
Luke begins to strip down. Venus's hum increases in volume until she can't help but sing. No words, just beautiful, sad singing. Felix sits stunned for a moment, looking at Luke's exposed body. But then, with the same determination, Felix begins to draw. The lights go down until Venus is the only thing lit. She stops her singing.
Is it fate or chance that binds these mortal souls? Does this tether run deep into our veins? Or does it wrap around our finger like a baby's hand, destined to grow and leave us? Is it darkness? Is it the absence of light, or simply a way to show us that there doesn't have to be an absence of one object for another to form? Is this home or hell hidden in plain sight?
Scene 5. The phone calls. Felix and Luc stand in two different pools of light, immersed in two different worlds, each with a phone to their ear. Their faces are shadowed. They are speaking, silently getting into a conversation with whoever is on the other ends of their phones. Venus snaps her fingers, and a light comes upon their faces. They pause for a moment.
March?
Venus steps into the shadows.
No, Dad, I'm doing okay. No, I don't travel around. I stay in my little pocket of an apartment and I don't speak to the natives. Well, I think it's funny that you think I'm going to be shot and killed the moment I step off campus. I'm okay, really.
No, I'm not working right now. Just on my grind. That means I'm just doing me. That means I'm not doing anything right at this moment. Grandma, I am talking like a person. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am, I wasn't groaning at you. I was coughing.
I've been doing school for a little while now. I think I can handle it. I'm sorry. Can we please change the subject?
I don't really know when I could see you soon. It's a lot of money to get down there. Yeah, I know. You want to know how mom is? Well, man, my mom said que je mal. Je ne sais pas. Je ne sais pas.
Luke begins to mumble the rest of his words as Venus translates.
Grandma, Mom isn't doing well. I do not know how long I can take it. All this money, it cannot be good. I love her. I'm worried. Yeah, I understand. But other than that, she's doing okay, I guess.
I'll bet you're making a lot of friends on your trip. It sounds great. Have I made any new friends?
Did I meet anyone new?
No one in particular.
Yeah. I did actually.
Scene 6. The morning.
July.
Luke is resting on the floor. A white sheet is covering most of him. He snores louder than most. Venus enters and sits on the bed. She stares at the sleeping man and looks around. Seeing that for once, she isn't needed, she relaxes and becomes just a woman. She begins to decorate the apartment with more books, technology, and art supplies. She speaks to Luke.
He doesn't know right now, I don't think. It's hard to imagine, but in this moment, these moments, he didn't have a damn clue. He was so focused, like a racehorse with blinders on. Got to get to the goal, get to the diploma, and the job, and the wife, or the husband, 2 kids, and the picket fence, and then bam, you stopped everything. You were like a roadblock. And racehorses don't thank roadblocks for getting in their way or stopping them in their tracks. They freak out and get scared and run off course. They have so much momentum, they no longer know what to do with it. So he's freaking out and he can't tell. He doesn't know that you dream about him right now. Hell, he doesn't even know that but no, that's December. And this is July. I mean, he's really in December, but this is July. And he doesn't know yet. Oh, do you know how hard time jumping is? I mean, sometimes even I get confused. And I didn't ask for this, to be this. I didn't ask to watch this either. But he needs this. See you, to hear your voice. And I sure as hell need both of you to. You love him. You're going to wake up today, and by tonight, you're going to be in love. And Felix, well, he's going to be stubborn. But do either of you understand how odd this is for me? I mean, there's so much you two. No, of course you don't. You're just lying there dreaming about him. And well,
Luke
he-
murmurs in his sleep, scaring Venus. She moves back to her post and assumes her position.
July.
Felix walks in half dressed and fast moving.
Luke. Hey, Luke. Get up. I'm going to class.
All right. Why I gotta get up for your class?
Because you need to get up to go to whatever work you supposedly do. And if I didn't get you up, you'd be on my ass when I get back. Hey, yo, why you ain't wake a brother up, dog?
Your half-ass impression of me is just the thing I need to jumpstart my day.
Well, good. And you can put some clothes on and do something with that day.
Wow.
Because I see you naked more than I see myself. It wouldn't kill you to at least wear underwear.
You don't know that. I could be highly allergic to that cotton polyester shit you always buy.
Well, it's not like you ever use the money you give me for yourself. You're still sleeping on my floor. Maybe you could go buy your own underwear.
Well, I also know you like to look.
I'm so buff.
Luke flexes and stretches, letting the sheet hang low.
I gotta go get my books.
Wait.
What? Luke, the honesty thing, remember?
What's something you like to do?
What?
All right, I know I snore and sleep late, but I know I don't stutter.
You've been living here for like 2 months now. I think you know what I like to do.
Not necessarily. I know you do your art thing. I know you like watching TV now that you got a laptop to do so. I just want to know what else you like to do to chill.
Why?
You ever get tired of asking me that?
No. You're always asking me things and you pretend like they have nothing behind it, but they do. You gave me enough money for the first, last month, and deposit on an apartment one day, and yet you asked me if you could stay here for a while, weeks later. I'm not saying I mind at all. I know you can't tell me where you get the money, but you asked me about my art in school, and now you're asking me what I like to do? I'm afraid that if I told her I like skydiving, I'd find a plane and a parachute at my doorstep tomorrow. And I don't want any more handouts. And I definitely do not want you more at risk with whatever it is you're doing.
What if I just like you as a person, huh? I mean, shit, Felix, you don't talk to me about much. You keep getting scared like that. You keep not trusting me like that, and we ain't never gonna be real friends.
If we weren't real friends, you wouldn't be here. And I'm just not a talkative person.
You said that without tripping on your own bullshit. Amazing.
Luke, I have to go to class. My class is.
It's 30 minutes from now, so stop stalling. Stop freaking out and just answer my question.
I write.
What do you write?
I answered your question.
Fine. One question, one answer. You right? I'll find the nearest publishing company.
All right.
If I'm lying, with the writing censor, you could have the next book out in a month.
No.
Let me just look up.
Luke.
What do you write?
Poetry. Is the interrogation over?
Since when is making conversation and interrogation?
I write poetry, mostly about some of the paintings and drawings I do. Sometimes they're about scenes in my head, historical stuff, or names, whatever I'm thinking.
Names.
Yeah, every name has a meaning. It comes from somewhere, and sometimes I imagine the person that started the name, or the people with that name and how it affects them, even how it affects me. I started doing it all because of Annabelle Lee.
Venus makes her presence known.
Annabelle Lee.
By Edgar Allan Poe.
By Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, right. Yeah.
The poem. Do you actually not know something?
Well, my body ain't a damn library.
I'm just saying, you're always dropping knowledge my way. It's nice to return the favor once in a while.
Yeah. So what's this anal ball read? Oh, wise teacher.
It was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden lived there who you may know by the name of Annabelle Lee. And this maiden, she lived with no other thought than to love and be loved by me.
They fell in love, but then one day she died, and he blames the heaven and the angels for taking her away. They fell in love by the sea, and he can never go out there again, or do anything for that matter, without thinking about her.
Sounds deep.
I never thought so. I always thought it was pretty easy to connect to.
So what does Annabelle mean?
Joy.
Started writing all that sad shit just because the angels took the joy away.
The angels, not half so happy in heaven, went envying her and me. Yes, that was the reason, as all men know, in this kingdom by the sea, that the wind came out of the cloud by night, killing and killing my Annabelle Lee.
What does my name mean?
Oh, Lucian means
I gotta go.
Venus sits back down, slightly upset.
Well, then look it up when you come back. You didn't buy that fancy new laptop for nothing.
I will. I promise.
Hey, you're using that word loosely.
Luke stews in his boredom for a bit. He goes to look at Venus in the rain. He touches it gently. He finds a paper stuffed behind the canvas. He unfolds it, getting slower with each movement. Venus stands. She speaks the words on the page.
title, Venus in the Rain. Finished January 19th. Happy birthday, Edgar. Hopefully Venus and Annabelle can be friends.
Luke turns the paper over. There's only a little writing on the back. Venus speaks the words on the page.
Poem. Still unfinished, on the paper as well as in the head.
Luke, with an idea popping into his head, rushes over to a pile of canvases and pulls out the drawing of himself. He, again, finds a folded paper attached. He reads the one side he can see.
Title, L-U-C. Lotus Undercovers, unfinished.
Consummation by Nina Simone begins to play softly. Luke sits on the bed and rests the drawing in front of him for all the world to see. He begins to unfold the paper, getting slower with each movement. He turns it over. Venus speaks the words on the page.
To my Lotus, how lovely of you to arrive when I didn't need you. You entered my life, floated above my murky pond on a day where I forgot those waters existed. You appeared and things shifted into place. A blockage was erased, and the pond floated down to the river, and you guided it there. How lovely of you to allow me to capture you on paper. I'll not lie, because the paper has no place for it. I did think of lust before beauty, as you gave me permission to examine what I've always wondered. I noticed how each patch of skin smoothed out, how each dark mark was a memory, and how each scar was an adventure. But then I noticed your eyes, and all that lust went away. It flowed down the river as something else surfaced.
Venus enters the space. She is holy, unseen, and possessed by something greater than herself. She circles Luke. Still she speaks.
I noticed the war in your eyes. I saw how you fought countless battles, and even if you won, you always left a piece of yourself behind. I saw that you were born a soldier and that fighting is in your blood. I saw all these things because in your eyes, on this day, none of that was there. For the first time, you were calm. Maybe I calmed your palm as well and guided your river. Maybe I could finally say that
Loud footsteps are heard from outside. The music stops. Venus runs back to her place.
maybe I could finally say that
The door swings open as Felix enters. Venus quickly sits. Her light dims.
I forgot my damn notes. Why do you have that paper?
I was just looking at how you drew me again.
Once again, I asked you to look at
Yeah.
that.
It's not like I went looking for it.
Oh, you didn't, huh?
Hey, but so what? Good.
Give it back.
A simple thank you would do for me complimenting your work.
Thank you. Give it back.
You're gonna be late.
Luke,
You ever notice you scream my name every time I piss you off, but inside you know I'm being more honest than you.
how am I not being honest?
You let me see the drawing of me, but you wrote the poem in secret.
That's not even.
You even told me you write for some of your art, but never said nothing about writing one for mine.
Well, that's because.
What? None of my business?
No, it isn't.
Then whose is it? Yours? So you can take it and lock it up with every other thing you don't tell anyone? Or how about the drawings and paintings? Are they actually for the world or for you to feel bad about? Just another thing, another emotion not to tell people.
Where is this coming from? Months ago, it was all, I like how you walk, Felix. You taking everything. You're not like other niggas.
Yeah, months ago, I thought I wasn't the only one who noticed that. But damn, how can anyone notice anything about you? You act like the world is trying to steal your secrets. I'm not even a part of that world, but you still see me as a threat. Getting to know you is like knowing a brick wall.
You don't know me at all.
Oh, as hard as it may be, I know more about you in a few months than you think. I know you never talk about anything besides what's going on in the moment. God forbid you talk about the other friends you supposedly have or your dad, people that are supposed to matter to you.
What is this, Psych 101? Am I supposed to talk about my childhood so you interpret how fucked up I am? I didn't ask for it, nor do I need it. I'm not paying you by the fucking hour.
No, I'm paying you. And you say you don't want that, and so I try to be your friend. But you only try to get to know me when you're afraid I might be some gang nigga, and you come at me like I'm attacking you with every motherfucking question. God forbid you talk about something that makes you feel something. I read the stupid ass paper because it told me more than you've ever said in one day. Surprise, someone actually wants to get to know you. And something tells me that's really new to you and it scares the shit out of you, doesn't it?
Just give me back the paper.
It scares you that I read what you're actually thinking about me. Now, not what you pretend. You're always pretending.
Just because I don't tell everyone everything doesn't mean I'm pretend. Just because I'm not spinning bullshit wisdom or talking about my home life doesn't mean I'm pretend. Fuck you. You don't get to tell me how to do
No,
anything.
fuck you. You want me to get off your back? Give me a fucking reason. Why am I here, Felix? It ain't the money because you keep telling me how you don't want it. So why am I here? Why are you letting me stay?
You asked me.
You could have said no.
I don't know.
I think you do. I think you know more than you say.
Maybe I keep stuff inside, but I'm telling the truth. I don't know why I said you could stay here. I don't.
Well, maybe. You start from the beginning. And we can figure it out. Yeah.
My class.
What's more important?
Venus, in her place, starts to sing as the lights dim around Luke and Felix. Her singing is different. It's loud, more stylized, and more soulful. She almost lets go completely, like she's singing for someone else, not for them, for herself.
My skin is black, my arms are long, my hair is woolly, and my back is strong. Strong enough to take the pain inflicted again and again. What do they call me? What do they call me? What do they call me?
She rests as the lights dim on her and rises on the apartment once again. Scene 7, the nighttime. The light shifts from day to night. There's a large bottle of liquor in the middle of Luke and Felix. Venus also has her own bottle. Luke is sitting on the bed, amused by Felix's obviously drunken state. If sitting on the floor wasn't enough to show where Felix is in his head, he's rocking back and forth.
You lying.
I swear to you, there were so many people inside my house. I thought we were being robbed by like an angry mob or something. So I run to the other side of the street. I was like taught that. And I called the police. I told them I came home and saw people in my house and I didn't see my dad. They came over within minutes. All the sirens are blaring and they checked on me before going inside the house. Of course, everyone couldn't help but notice. So they opened the door and my dad said with the saddest, angriest eyes and voice possible, surprise, happy birthday, Felix.
Luke and Felix laugh. Felix laughs so hard he falls over.
I could already tell you weren't a big fan of surprises.
No, not ever.
I guess I should take back that surprise catwalk, huh?
Just because I'm drunk doesn't mean I won't remember that.
If you were drunk, you might remember, but you fucked up. I'm surprised you remember who I am.
I am fucked up, aren't I?
Well, I should probably be afraid. You might call the cops and tell them there's a strange man in your bed.
You're not fucked up.
Venus notices this and pours more into Luke's cup.
Hey, I have to drink you off of me. Ain't nobody asked you to have 5 in between that.
Well, you could have. This is what people do. They feel like shit and they get drunk together. Then they vent about shitty memories and shitty dads.
Venus assumes a new role and picks up a phone.
Felix, that doesn't make me feel safe. How can you say that? I am your father, and all I'm trying to do is make sure you're okay. Double locks on your doors may seem excessive to you, but they are a necessity when you're living in that place. What are you talking about? Oh, okay. You want me to say the hood? You, Felix. I'm the racist because I want my child to be okay in a dangerous environment. I know I'm not there. I can't convince you not to take the subway. I can't convince you to keep your head down in shady areas, but I'm not asking you about the door. I'm telling you. Damn it, Felix!
Why didn't you play your part?
Drink that much. I mean, I'll have one maybe, but I don't know. I never really drank that much. I don't really got friends to drink with, and drinking alone just makes the problem worse. So one is usually my limit. What?
Nothing. It's just, I think that's the first thing I really know about you.
That's because you don't ask. We did fight about this morning, remember?
Well, yeah, but you don't talk about yourself a lot anyway. So I don't know much offhand besides you saying you live up the street, and that might not even be true.
I could show you the house if you wanted me to.
But you couldn't show me the inside.
No. No, I couldn't.
Tell me something else.
Hmm?
I'm serious. You make me spill out all my feelings,
Yeah, because you need it.
and you don't. You just said you don't have any friends to talk to.
I got one.
And this one wants to know more about his friend.
Whatever. Damn, can I get a moment to think?
You got to take that long to think about yourself.
All right. I'm into old music.
What? Old music? What will the neighborhood kids think? I hope they don't find out during recess that you'll be chased around the schoolyard.
Yeah, laugh it the fuck up, drunkie. I answered your question.
That's not a secret.
Well, who said it had to be a secret?
Well, I told you something I never told anybody else.
Well, I didn't have anyone to tell. Can't be a secret if nobody wants to find out.
Who's your favorite?
Nina Simone. No contest.
Oh,
You don't know her, do you?
I do. I mean, I don't know every song.
Probably know all of them.
That's nice.
What? That I ain't got nothing else to do but learn all of some old lady's songs?
No, that you have art too. I mean, you didn't make it, but since you can go rummaging through my things to find out about me, I can do the same.
Know what you want? Find out about me?
I might not have anything to do either.
So you want to discover all my secrets?
Not all. Don't get nervous. Just some. So it can be even.
Felix laughs and then makes a decision. He opens up the laptop and begins typing. He's pulling up music. Work Song by Nina Simone begins to play.
Yeah, this is the shit.
You're probably gonna say that about every song.
Yeah, wow.
What does this one remind you of?
My grandma.
French one, right?
Yeah. She would listen to this song while cleaning, except she was too busy breaking it down to clean anything.
Luke imitates an old person dancing until Felix changes the song. Plain Gold Ring begins to play.
Yeah, I was jamming.
I said I wanted to know some things. That means more than one.
All right, yeah, all right, all right. Just warn before you switch the groove.
This one.
This one? This one is my mom. Beautiful, troubled.
Troubled?
Venus assumes a new role and picks up a phone.
Lucian, I swear you better answer this damn phone. Hello? Boy, where the hell you been? You told me. What you talking about? You told me. Tell me what? If my son had told me he wasn't coming home for months, I think I will remember. You know what? Fine, fine. When are you coming home, child? You got things to do, your room is a mess, and I can't be doing. Who? You know what? Who the hell is Felix? That money is not for you to be off living your little fantasy, boy. I done told you before, you boy, don't be worried about what I'm doing. I'm asking you what you doing. Luke, Luke.
Well, yeah, Nina is singing this song about how pissed she is about this dude is married. His feelings don't matter. His wife neither. Nothing but her. Beautiful song, but that's kind of fucked up to me.
Yeah, I get it. And so, you and your mom,
It's not exactly a happy subject. Yeah, this is better. Not as good as he needs me.
yeah, I kind of like it. I think I might get this.
Very good. This one reminds me of you.
How?
The way she's singing, it just seems like she really believes she finally got everything she wanted.
And you think I got everything I want?
No, of course not. But that artist bug, it hits everybody the same. They just put it out there different. I think when you get what you want, it'll be like the mural, the sign of the Great Wall of China or something. You be that inspired.
Sounds like a great thing, but I don't even know what I want.
Venus puts her hand on her cheek. Luke takes Felix's hand and places it to his cheek.
What about this? Is this what you want?
Without anyone touching the computer, the song changes to Strange Fruit by Nina Simone.
Luke, what?
Say the word.
I don't know.
Don't worry about whether I want to. Really, I do. Take a breath, and I don't know if you're nervous or uncomfortable.
Venus lowers her hand to the bottom of her shirt. Luke lowers Felix's hand to the bottom of his shirt.
You want something, and it's there and ready. You gotta take it. You gotta be honest. So,
Felix takes a moment, a deep breath, and takes off Luke's shirt. Venus walks back to her spot on the stage, allowing the two men's scene to play out. The lights dim on them as Venus begins to sing over the song until the song disappears and only her voice is left. Her light dims only a bit. They are both in equal low light and both moving slower than normal. The men making a silent, sensual scene while Venus sings their theme. The lights go out. Scene 8. The street corner. Felix is waiting on the corner. Luke runs by but gets stopped by Felix pushing him hard.
Good thing you're telling me the truth about you living up the goddamn street.
Felix, what the hell, man?
September.
What the hell, man? That's all you've got to say? You sleep in my bed and then you disappear for 2 months? You run out of my life just how you ran in, and you think you have the right to be upset.
Oh, September.
I ran. Whatever. Look, I have to go.
Where? You don't have anything to do.
Damn it, Felix.
Luke. You had him. You had him right there in that room 2 fucking months ago, and you. I get it. No one else in the world does, but seeing you through this tiny hole, this sliver of time that I've created for you two stupid men, through that, I understand what happened. I understand what you did, and you could have prevented it. You could have been an adult. You could have let him love you, because he was going to do that anyway. Jesus, I am playing this back. I am going through this cycle for both of you, for all of us, because he thought he loved you, but he'll know he loves you now. And you, Luke, you are a roadblock. He stopped freaking out and made peace with the obstacle in front of him, and he's trying to build a home there. And all you had to say was that it'd be foolish to build a house where the road is, that it makes no sense, that it's asking for something to come along and ruin it, asking for danger, for some disaster to come barreling through. You could have told him to stop building, and maybe we wouldn't have had December. Maybe we wouldn't have had September. Maybe I wouldn't have had to go back. But I had to go back for both of you. You don't know it, but he's going to calm down. And he's going to look at you, and by tonight, he's going to be in love. And you're not going to tell him. Il est encore à apprendre peu à peu. He's never going to learn how to stop loving you.
The scene quickly shifts back to Felix, Luke, and September.
You don't have a job or a logical reason why you have so much money. So where are you going? You know what pisses me off the most? That you left, but the money kept coming. You stood in my face and you asked me why. You knew that you were staying for more than the money. What did you think just the money was going to do? Yeah, I guess that's just another lie you told. I guess you never really thought I gave a damn, huh? I was here for the money and... Did you forget that before we met, I was fine? I was fine. I was fine with eating once a day because I couldn't afford more. I was fine with getting leftover art supplies. I was fine without a phone and a computer, and I was fine without friends. I was fine without being whatever we were. Luke, I have never been with someone the way I've been with you. I don't even know what that means for me, but I knew that you seemed to have all the answers. And you told me to take what I wanted if it was there and ready, but you never taught me what to do if you weren't ready. So let me be the strong one now. I don't know what to do about this, about us. But if you're afraid, you are not the only one. You don't just get to leave because you're afraid. You don't just get to.
Luke grabs Felix and kisses him. Venus hums loudly for the duration of the kiss.
Really think I'm some fucked up tragic story in a teenage drama. I didn't leave because I wanted to leave you alone. Maybe I should have left a note.
You were gone for 2 months.
A very long note.
And what would that have done for 2 goddamn months?
A long note with "I'll be back" written at the bottom.
Luke?
Look, we didn't consummate our marriage, Felix. We ain't engaged. I'm sorry I didn't tell you I was leaving, but I don't have to tell you where I was. You were going to revert back to your old ways because I didn't make a phone call. You don't get to do that. You don't get to pick and choose when you want to be free and take charge of your life and when you want to be secretive and inverted.
What does that even mean?
It means I didn't go anywhere. Not in here.
Luke puts a finger at Felix's temple. Venus matches, putting her own finger to her temple, but she seems unhappy about it, hurt even.
And I won't. Never. I also ain't lied to you. Told you I don't do that to friends. We can't be that much longer if you don't believe me.
Are we friends?
Yeah. I don't know what else to call it. Never fucked a guy before either.
Luke.
You are afraid.
I told you.
You're right. Honesty and all that. No matter what happens, don't let it take you over. All that fear and sadness and shit. You'll end up like that favorite writer of yours.
How can I do that with you?
His joy was taken away. He says yours won't either.
Luke, you don't have to tell me where you were, but you left, and I can only assume.
I didn't leave because of you. I promise.
And there's that word again.
You know why I stayed at your place? The place I got up the street. It's my mom's. We're getting along like we supposed to, so I left. I've been between there and some other places. That's not the whole story, but I figured you'd feel better knowing it wasn't like a crack house or something. The house on the corner is my mom's.
Luke, damn it, Luke, answer the phone. Luke, this is your mother. I need you to get this message, baby. Things ain't working out. Get home. I need you home. I don't care where you are. I don't care if you with that Felix boy, just come home.
Your favorite writer, that Eddie guy. You don't got to tell me his name. I ask you about him again. When I do, we're going to have a long talk. I want you to tell me about your favorite poems by him and some stories I should read too. When you get tired of talking to me, I want you to go see my mom. She'll treat you nice. She's a nice lady. She got you. Okay.
You're talking in circles. What is this about?
Nothing I'm gonna concern you with.
Luke,
Hey, what was the first thing I promised? I gotta go. Not ignoring you like you did to me all those months ago. I gotta go.
Luke exits, leaving Felix facing out. Venus stands, staring at Felix. She doesn't sing. She doesn't hum. She just stares. Then Venus picks the phone back up.
Wait a minute. Who? Felix, forgive me if I'm a little startled here, but you've never told me anything about a Luke before now. I didn't even know you. Not that I mind. Where is he from? Yes, it matters. Well, maybe he's just out on a trip or something.
I don't know, Dad. He could be dead.
August.
As Venus puts her phone away, Felix pulls out his phone, presses it to his ear, and begins speaking. Venus snaps, and a pool of light appears over him. A second one is next to him, completely empty.
He hasn't called. I haven't seen him around the neighborhood. I walked all around and nothing. Yes, Dad, I walked around the unsafe parts. Look, clearly since I'm on the phone with you, I've been murdered 6 times, shot 7. I'm in a gang now. Well, no, nothing is fucking funny. Dad, he's missing. I don't know where we are. How is that important? I don't know what you can do all the way over there. I needed someone to talk to. I don't know what to do either.
Venus enters the light and takes Felix's phone and puts it away. He decides to sing for once. With every note, his hope seems to dwindle.
Southern trees bear a strange fruit. Blood on the leaves and blood at the root. Black body swinging in the southern breeze. Strange fruit hanging. Strange fruit hanging. Strange fruit hanging.
Scene 9. The jailhouse.
Inmate 430691. Lucius Perry Baton. Please turn to the left. Thank you. Now to the right. Baton, you have a visitor.
Luke enters. He sits at the table where Felix stands. When the moment is right, Felix sits.
October.
I want to be angry. Like, I feel I should be angry. No, I feel like I should be pissed. So full of rage that whatever told me to come here and see you would have died the moment the thought came to the surface. I want to hate you so much, and seeing your face would just. But I'm not. I don't feel anything but wanting to cry, and I don't cry. I don't ever cry or get scared, and you made me do both. And I want to hate you for that because I do hate things. I can still hate, but I don't hate you. I can't hate you. So I want to know why. I don't care why you're in here. It's not important. I don't care what you did because you said you wouldn't let the trouble. but I want to know why you came into my life. Why did you ask me for that quarter? Why is it that you push me and provoke me to tell you my secrets and my feelings? What did you have to gain? Or more to the point, why the fuck would you break me open if you knew you'd end up here? You knew you'd end up right here, didn't you? The first time we spoke, you knew it would come to a point where we would sit in these chairs at this place. So why did you ask for a quarter? Answer me. I'm not asking anymore. You're going to answer.
Who's favorite writer again?
What does that have to do with?
Yes, that was the reason, as all men know, in this kingdom by the sea.
Still learning. Bit by bit.
I understand. I mean, I think I do. And I'll tell you about my favorite writer. I will. I'll do what you want. There's no pretending I won't. But first, you need to tell me, why did you lie to me?
I lied, huh?
Yeah. You told me you didn't know who Edgar Allan Poe was. But after I explained his poem, you mentioned you saw his writing, how sad his writing was. You told me to tell you his stories, but you never told me you knew what he wrote anyway. Why did you tell me you didn't know?
Because you needed to tell someone what you like to do. I wanted to listen. You tell me how I could have just told the truth, but you ain't like most people. I don't treat you like most people.
I thought you didn't lie to friends.
The biggest liars are the ones who say they don't do it at all.
So what? Is my lesson not to trust people?
Trust me.
Yeah, as crazy as that might be.
And maybe the lesson is the complete opposite.
Learning bit by bit, I guess.
Yes.
I know, okay, I know. Don't get on me. I'm still upset with you.
Yeah, but no matter how many times you scream my name, you don't stay angry very long.
I want to show you something. I can't give it to you. I have to send it through the system or something, but they allow me to bring it in just so they can see it isn't crack.
They laugh. Felix pulls out a familiar paper. Venus stands at the ready.
Title, Venus in the Rain, finished January 19th. Happy birthday, Edgar. Hopefully Venus and Annabelle can be friends.
I finished it a couple days before I found out you were here.
Finished October 7th.
Is it fate or chance that binds these mortal souls? Does this tether run deep into our veins, or does it wrap around our fingers like a baby's hand, destined to grow and leave us? Is it darkness? Is it the absence of light, or simply a way to show us that there doesn't have to be an absence of one object for another to form? Is this home or hell hidden in plain sight?
Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe this, me, Venus. Maybe she wasn't born out of darkness to be traveling into the light. Maybe her parents didn't have a plan. Maybe she's the child of Edgar and Nina, of sadness and pain, of blues and seas, of us.
Of us. She seems so familiar to both of us. Maybe she's the child we could never have. But if so, she isn't crying because we're not there. She's crying because we don't know she's ours. Maybe if we Acknowledge her, she'll smile.
Venus hums her song. If it didn't have an ending before, it does now. She hums until she can't help but sing. She sings so loud until she gets her emotions out, and then she stops. She stops everything except for a smile that appears bright on her face. Epilogue. Venus stands as the world changes around her, back to the beginning but forward in time, back to the apartment with canvas flung across the floor and her painting on the easel. Felix is still frustrated, but he remembers now. They both do. They speak, but to Felix, he is alone.
It's almost December. And you get it now. I can tell. You know, he dreams about you and thinks about you and that he isn't here. It's hard, but hey, he's in here. But sometimes that's not enough. Sometimes you need to be held and touched and talked to. Sometimes you need to hear someone breathing in the room. Otherwise, you start to feel weird for breathing at all. Sometimes you want to die when you're remembering how much it took for you to get to this point. You revealed so much to get here, and sometimes it feels like you got nothing to show for it. When you're naked, it feels natural, but it can get really cold. I get the temptation to be cold, but you remember what he said. I know you do. You still remember everything he's ever said. So you can cry and scream and throw things, and I'll be here, right here, until he comes back. He's gonna come back. You may not know that, but I do. After all, he's my dad. Dad!
I miss him.
I do too. But we
Jesus,
can't go back again.
What am I supposed to do?
Hope and remember.
Felix still looks unconvinced. Venus takes out the phone. Felix's old phone and presses it to her ear. Ringing is heard until Felix answers the other end.
An inmate is trying to reach you from the county prison. Press 1 to accept.
Felix presses the button. Luc enters and takes the phone from Venus.
Tell me more about Edgar.
Trade. You give me some songs to listen to. Okay.
End of play.